Central Alabama Water is the largest water system in the state, and 9 months ago, new leadership took over to restructure the entire organization.
The board's making changes behind the scenes before a company that promises excellent services. Many of you are still having major issues like meters being read wrong, bills never showing up or on time or even at all. So what's going wrong, and what is leadership doing right now to fix your billing mistakes?
Well, WVTM 13's Michael Higdon is digging into all of those complaints and questioning those at the top to get you answers.
Laura Limbaugh built her home in Trussville a decade ago. It has seen her children grow into their own and her personal business thrive. But one thing that hasn't been right since day one, her water bills.
And so after that, I started watching, and it was just a real inconsistency to the meter reading. And so it would be different amounts. I could never, budget what was going to be the amount of the bill. And so I would ask for them to come and reread them. And I would be charged if they came to reread the meters. And I think this last time was just kind of the final straw. So then it comes back and says that there's $195.
Limbaugh got not one, not two, but 3 different water bills for the month of December. 2 with disconnection notices, 2 with the old logo still on them as Birmingham Water Works instead of Central Alabama Water, and all with different meter readings and amounts owed.
So whose water bill are you reading?
What would you rank the customer service for Central Alabama Water?
A 0? A 0, absolutely. Because when I finally got on the phone to talk to them, they were so hateful and so ugly. And it was like, I haven't done anything wrong.
Limbaugh says CAW told her she owes all of the bills and would have to pay for someone to come back and check her meter, which she says she's seen them drive by but never physically get out and actually check. She showed us her meter, and it's virtually impossible to read without getting out of your vehicle, lifting the lid, and focusing on the meter well within.
I'd just like to know that somebody's looking out for us and taking care of us.
A quick look at social media shows that sentiment is shared by thousands of customers. Even those at the top know things need to change.
The duty of the board is to make sure that the water system is treating the ratepayers right. They are the ones that's paying everybody's salary. They are the ones that we are concerned with. And right now, I don't feel like they are in the forefront of all of the problems that we are having.
Sheila Tyson, one of the directors on the board, has been outspoken at meetings.
And you regular doing it again. I have the right to speak.
Acknowledging they are not on the same page with a lot of things.
Every week, every board meeting, you ramrod stuff through us.
Is it frustrating for you to feel still this sense of divide amongst the board and the director?
It's plain as day to see. Anytime you have a consistent 5-2, it's a problem. And it's a direct problem on the 92% of the people that's on the Birmingham Water that is not being represented on this board of 7 people.
Tyson says she knows there are problems with meter readings and bills.
$30,000, $100,000, $300,000, $3,000. This is not every month. This is every single day that we are constantly getting calls.
What would you like to see changed?
I just want to know that whatever water we use, I'm happy to pay for it. But I want to know that the water that I'm using is being read right and that I'm being charged for what, not 3 bills for different amounts.
Tyson says right now there's one way to rock the boat.
Every department head of the water, of Birmingham Water need to get letters. Every board member need to get letters. The CEO need to get letters and see their concern and send them a copy of their bill, because that's the only way this is going to be solved.
Now, I requested a sit-down interview with the new Central Alabama Water CEO, Jeff Thompson. I told them up front I wanted to discuss his vision for the future of the water system, how he plans to try and unify the board, and I wanted to ask about customer complaints, specifically Limbaugh's case with those 3 different bills and readings. Well, that interview request was denied. If you have had problems with Central Alabama Water, feel free to email me with copies of your bills and any correspondence you've had with the company. I'll work to get you answers. That email address right there at the bottom of your screen, WVTM 13 investigates at Hearst.com.